The origins of life is a very controversial topic in evolution, and it's a way of explaining how life may have began from Earth's early atmosphere. So we started with inorganic compounds, and over time those inorganic compounds became organic compounds, and those organic compounds could then come together to produce a self-replicating organism. So to test this theory of if inorganic compounds could allow organic compounds to form, Stanley Miller and Harold Urey designed an experiment to test that hypothesis. They knew that Earth's early atmosphere consisted of ammonia, methane, hydrogen, and water vapor, and they added all of these substances together. They added electricity to simulate lightning, like Earth's early atmosphere, and they actually found that all of these materials together could form amino acids, sugars, and small organic compounds. So it supported this idea that inorganic compounds could lead to the formation of organic compounds. The endosymbiotic theory is a theory to explain how eukaryotes may have evolved. So eukaryotes evolved through a symbiotic relationship between ancient prokaryotes. A symbiotic relationship meaning the two organisms work together. So the first type of cells that were present were anaerobic prokaryotes because oxygen was not available in the atmosphere. Then the presence of cyanobacteria became abundant, and these organisms could photosynthesize. And with photosynthesis, you take in carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. So with oxygen now, aerobic bacteria could then become abundant in Earth at that time. The anaerobic prokaryote, the first type of cells, then ingested the aerobic bacteria. And those aerobic bacteria became what we now know as the mitochondria. And some other anaerobic prokaryotes would ingest the cyanobacteria. And that cyanobacteria would become the chloroplast. And multicellular organisms would have evolved from a bunch of unicellular organisms working together until eventually they could no longer function on their own. Now there's three key pieces of evidence to support this theory this endosymbiotic theory. And so we're talking about chloroplasts and mitochondria, the cyanobacteria and the aerobic prokaryotes. Both of these in our cells have their own DNA, independent from the rest of the cell. Both of these are able to reproduce independently of the cell, so they actually do binary fission when it's time to replicate these organelles. And both of these have their own ribosomes, which actually are very similar to those ribosomes that are found in prokaryotes.